Welcome to Lost and Hidden History. I'm your host, Ben Carter. It is said that every civilization has its roots, buried deep in the mysteries of time. Yet some of these roots are far more enigmatic than others. One such root, a story that has been suppressed and hidden for millennia, is that of the Anunnaki. The tale of the Anunnaki begins in the ancient land of Sumer, in what is now modern-day Iraq. Around 4000 BC, the Sumerians, thriving in the world's first urban civilization, began to document an intriguing pantheon of deities in their cuneiform script. These were the Anunnaki, a name that translates to those who from heaven to earth came. But what if these celestial beings were more than mere myth? What if they were an advanced extraterrestrial race who seeded our planet and even played a part in the creation of humanity? This seemingly outlandish idea is rooted in the writings of the Sumerians themselves. Their scriptures, the oldest known to mankind, tell of the Anunnaki descending from the heavens, bringing with them knowledge, wisdom, and the building blocks of civilization. They taught the Sumerians advanced mathematics, astronomy, agriculture, law, and more, sparking a cultural revolution that would shape the course of human history. But the Sumerians went further. They claimed that the Anunnaki, in their quest for precious metals, created humans to be their labor force. According to these ancient texts, they used their advanced knowledge to genetically engineer a new species, using the DNA of primates native to Earth and their own celestial DNA. It was these created beings who would go on to mine the gold for their celestial benefactors. This is not a narrative you will find in conventional history books. It's a tale that has been dismissed by mainstream academia and suppressed by those fearing its implications. However, the evidence, as we shall see, is etched into the very stones of our ancient past, waiting to be deciphered by those willing to look beyond the known. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the Anunnaki, we will explore the artifacts and texts left behind by the Sumerians, the stories that resonate with similar narratives across diverse cultures, and the scientific anomalies that suggest we may have only just begun to understand our own origins. This is a journey into the unknown, a quest for forbidden knowledge, and a chance to reevaluate what we believe about our past, our present, and ultimately, our place in the cosmos. The story of the Anunnaki is more than just an ancient myth. It's a narrative that challenges us to question everything we think we know about our history, our species, and our potential. It invites us to step beyond the confines of accepted wisdom, to seek out hidden truths, and to unlock a world of knowledge suppressed by the sands of time. And with every unearthed secret, we inch closer to understanding the enigma that is the Anunnaki. Before we can truly appreciate the significance of the Anunnaki's narrative, it's crucial to understand the historical, political, and cultural context in which these tales have been consigned to the shadows. This is not just a story of ancient gods and advanced civilizations, it's a tale of a power struggle, of knowledge kept hidden, and of a cultural heritage dismissed. For millennia, the dominant Western narrative has been shaped by a Eurocentric perspective that has often marginalized and dismissed the cultural wealth and historical importance of other civilizations. The Sumerian civilization, despite its undeniable contributions to modern society, has often been overlooked in favor of more established narratives revolving around the Romans, the Greeks, and the Egyptians. The Anunnaki narrative is deeply rooted in Sumerian history, a civilization that existed in what is now southern Iraq from the 4th millennium BCE until its gradual decline in the 1st millennium BCE. Sumer was the first known civilization to develop a system of writing, advanced architecture, extensive agricultural systems, and complex legal codes. Yet these achievements are often underplayed in mainstream historical discourse. The political context also played a significant role in the marginalization of the Anunnaki narrative. The region where Sumer once thrived has been a political hotbed for centuries, with continuous conflict and upheaval. This has greatly hindered archaeological and historical research, making it difficult for scholars to unearth and study the remnants of Sumerian civilization. Finally, we must consider the cultural context. The narrative of the Anunnaki, with its advanced alien beings and genetic engineering, flies in the face of both traditional religious doctrines and contemporary scientific understanding. For religious institutions, acknowledging the possibility of advanced extraterrestrial life tampering with human evolution challenges the sanctity of divine creation. For the scientific community, accepting such an extraordinary claim without tangible empirical evidence is a difficult pill to swallow. This trifecta of historical underrepresentation, political instability, and cultural resistance has facilitated the sidelining of the Anunnaki narrative. But it is within these very shadows that the Anunnaki's story has survived, passed down through generations, waiting for a time when humanity is ready to question, explore, and accept the possibility of an alternative history. Like the Sumerians themselves, we are being called to learn, to question, and to step beyond the known. The traces of the Anunnaki's influence are still evident, etched onto ancient stone tablets, whispered in the folklore of diverse cultures, and perhaps hidden within our very DNA. The question isn't whether we're ready to hear their story, but whether we're willing to challenge our preconceived notions and embrace the potential significance of their narrative. One such artifact that challenges the accepted narrative is the controversial Sumerian king list, an ancient manuscript originally recorded in the Sumerian language, listing kings of Sumer from its establishment, along with their supposed reign lengths and the locations of their kingship. Leonard Woolley, a British archaeologist, discovered this artifact during his excavation in Iraq in the early 20th century. The Sumerian king list stands out from standard chronicles of ancient rulers due to its extraordinary claims. Some kings on the list are reported to have reigned for tens of thousands of years. Even more startling, the document attributes the origin of the kingship to the heavens, implying a divine or extraterrestrial intervention. This detail, along with the improbable reign lengths of the early kings, aligns with the narrative of the Anunnaki as immortal beings ruling over humanity. As you might imagine, these claims were met with skepticism by many in the academic community. The extraordinarily long reigns were dismissed as mythological or symbolic, and the reference to the kingship descending from the heavens was interpreted as a metaphorical representation of divine authority. But for those open to the possibility of ancient alien intervention, the Sumerian king list offered tantalizing support for the Anunnaki narrative. Another artifact of note is the collection of clay tablets known as the Enuma Elish, discovered by British archaeologist Austen Henry Layard in the mid-19th century. This Babylonian creation myth, written in cuneiform script, tells the story of the god Marduk, who creates the earth and human beings. The parallels between the Enuma Elish and the Anunnaki narrative are striking. In both, superior beings descend from the heavens, create the earth, and establish human civilization. Again, mainstream academia interprets this as mythology, a poetic way to explain the origins of life and the natural world. But those who delve deeper into the narrative's nuances see potential evidence of the Anunnaki's role in human history. These artifacts, among others, challenge the accepted narrative of human history, hinting at the possibility of extraterrestrial intervention and advanced civilizations much older than we currently acknowledge. The enduring mystery of the Anunnaki is buried within these ancient texts, waiting for those willing to look beyond the traditional interpretations and venture into the realm of the extraordinary. The question is not whether such evidence can be trusted, but whether we are willing to question the established narrative and seek truth in the shadows of history. The claim of the Anunnaki's existence, their influence on early civilizations, and their purported role in shaping human history directly challenges conventional historical understanding. It flies in the face of our accepted chronology, suggesting that advanced civilizations might have existed far earlier than we believe. This proposal doesn't merely add a new chapter to our history books, it threatens to rewrite them entirely. If we accept the Anunnaki narrative, we must also grapple with the implication that human civilization wasn't a gradual, linear progression from primitive societies to advanced cultures. Instead, it would suggest an abrupt leap forward in knowledge and technology, presumably due to the intervention of these extraterrestrial beings. This narrative also raises profound questions about the origins and development of religion. If, as per the Anunnaki theory, gods were actually advanced beings from another planet, then our whole understanding of divinity, worship, and spiritual belief needs to be reconsidered. Instead of viewing gods as metaphysical beings or symbolic representations, we might have to see them as physical, tangible entities with advanced knowledge and technology. What's more, the Anunnaki theory indirectly challenges the scientific understanding of human evolution. If we accept that the Anunnaki genetically engineered humans for their purposes, we must reconsider our understanding of natural selection and Darwinian evolution. This, of course, would have profound implications for our understanding of biology, genetics, and the origins of life itself. Finally, the Anunnaki narrative, if accepted, could have profound implications for our understanding of power and authority. Traditionally, historians have viewed the rise and fall of civilizations in terms of socio-political factors, economic conditions, and military power. But if the Anunnaki were indeed the secret puppet masters, pulling the strings of history from behind the scenes, we must reassess these dynamics. It suggests a world history influenced not by human deeds and decisions, but by the unseen hand of extraterrestrial beings. This is not to say that we should blindly accept these claims, but by engaging with them seriously, we are compelled to question our established narratives, to re-examine our assumptions about history, religion, and science. Whether or not the Anunnaki existed, the questions their story raises serve as a potent reminder of the mysteries that still surround our past. They remind us that history, like the universe itself, may be far stranger and more complex than we have yet imagined. When it comes to the authenticity of the Anunnaki material, it's important to recognize the diverse opinions that exist within the academic and scientific communities. The source material that speaks of the Anunnaki originates from the ancient Sumerian texts, specifically the cuneiform tablets. These texts, undoubtedly authentic, have been studied by scholars and historians for centuries. However, the interpretations of these texts can vary significantly, and it is this interpretation that has become the subject of much debate. The mainstream academic community, comprising historians, archaeologists, and linguists, generally agrees that the Anunnaki were part of the Sumerian pantheon of gods. The name Anunnaki is often translated as those of royal blood or princely offspring, and they're typically associated with the underworld. Mainstream scholars see no evidence to suggest that the Anunnaki were extraterrestrial beings or that they had any involvement in human evolution. On the other hand, proponents of the ancient astronaut theory, like Zecharia Sitchin, have a different interpretation. They argue that the Sumerian texts describe the Anunnaki as beings from another planet, named Nibiru, who came to Earth and played a direct role in human evolution. While Sitchin's work has a wide readership, it has also been met with significant criticism from conventional scholars who argue that his translations and interpretations of the Sumerian texts are flawed and speculative. As for physical evidence, there is little that directly supports the ancient astronaut theory. The ancient Sumerian artifacts and ruins certainly attest to a highly advanced civilization for its time, but mainstream archaeologists attribute this to human innovation and development, not extraterrestrial intervention. However, there are unexplained archaeological findings around the world, such as the precise construction of the Egyptian pyramids or the intricate carvings of Pumapunku in Bolivia, that continue to puzzle researchers and are often cited by proponents of the Anunnaki theory as evidence of advanced, possibly alien technology. In sum, the authenticity of the Anunnaki material is a contentious issue. While the Sumerian cuneiform texts are undeniably real, the interpretations of these texts and the theories that emerge from them are the subject of ongoing debate. As is often the case with history, especially ancient history, there are more questions than definitive answers, and the mystery of the Anunnaki continues to be one of them. If the Anunnaki theory holds any truth, it would undeniably shake the foundations of our understanding of civilization and human history. It is therefore critical to question why such a theory or any evidence that supports it would be suppressed. The methods of suppression range from censorship and ridicule to more extreme measures such as the disappearance of individuals or academic dismissal. The act of censorship has been a common practice throughout history, used by those in power to control the narrative. In the context of the Anunnaki, any records, theories, or artifacts that might lend credibility to their existence could potentially be suppressed or dismissed. This is not to say that every piece of evidence has been hidden away in some secret vault, but it does suggest that certain pieces of information may not have been given the attention or public platform they deserved. Ridicule, too, is a powerful tool of suppression. By mocking or dismissing theories such as the ancient astronaut hypothesis, the mainstream academic community can effectively discourage serious investigation into the subject. This is not unique to the theory of the Anunnaki. Many ideas that challenge prevailing academic or scientific paradigms have been subjected to ridicule before they were eventually accepted. There are also reports of researchers and scholars experiencing academic dismissal, or even the disappearance of individuals who have delved too deeply into forbidden knowledge. While these accounts are often cloaked in layers of conspiracy and speculation, they nonetheless contribute to a climate of fear and suppression that can hinder open inquiry. The question remains, who benefits from keeping the existence of the Anunnaki hidden? If we accept for a moment that the Anunnaki were indeed advanced beings who played a significant role in human evolution, the implications are vast. It would challenge the widely accepted theories of human development, religion, and civilization. It would mean rewriting textbooks and redefining our understanding of who we are and where we come from. For those in positions of power, be it in government, academia, or religious institutions, such a paradigm shift could be seen as a threat. It could destabilize established hierarchies and undermine authority. In this light, the suppression of the Anunnaki theory could be seen as a means of preserving the status quo and maintaining control over the narrative of human history. And so, the mystery of the Anunnaki endures, shrouded in a veil of secrecy, suppression, and controversy. The spiritual, philosophical, and occult dimensions of the Anunnaki narrative bring forth an intriguing perspective. If we consider the possibility that humanity has been influenced or even engineered by an advanced extraterrestrial race, it forces a profound shift in our understanding of ourselves, our origins, and the nature of the universe. In many spiritual traditions, the concept of as above, so below is a guiding principle. This ancient Hermetic axiom suggests that the patterns and laws observed in the cosmos are reflected here on Earth, and vice versa. If we extend this principle to the Anunnaki theory, it implies that our interactions with these celestial beings could mirror or influence our relationships with each other and the world around us. Our earthly existence, then, becomes a microcosm of the wider cosmos, imbued with a sacredness and purpose that transcends conventional understanding. The philosophical implications are equally profound. The Anunnaki theory challenges the idea of human exceptionalism, the belief that humans are the most important entities in the universe. If we accept that we are not alone, and that our existence may be the result of extraterrestrial intervention, it forces us to reconsider our place in the universe. It invites a humility and a sense of connectedness that can be transformative. Furthermore, the possibility of a forgotten chapter of human history, one that involves extraterrestrial beings and advanced knowledge, resonates with many elements of the occult. The term occult refers to hidden or secret knowledge, and the Anunnaki narrative is, at its core, a story of hidden truths and suppressed knowledge. It echoes the idea present in many occult traditions that there is a deeper reality beneath the surface of our everyday experience, waiting to be discovered. In this light, the Anunnaki theory could be seen as a symbolic representation of the human quest for knowledge and understanding. It challenges us to look beyond what is accepted and familiar, to question our assumptions, and to delve into the mysteries of our origins. At the same time, it reminds us of the potential dangers of unbridled curiosity, of the hubris of assuming we can fully comprehend or control forces beyond our understanding. The Anunnaki narrative, in all its complexity and controversy, offers a mirror to the human condition, reflecting our fears, our hopes, and our relentless drive to uncover the truth. It pushes us to question, to seek, and to wonder. And perhaps in the process, it brings us one step closer to understanding the enigmatic tapestry of existence. The whispers of the Anunnaki and their hidden history persist, subtly woven into the fabric of our contemporary society. They exist in the shadows, forming an undercurrent in popular culture, underground movements, and conspiracy circles. The tales of these celestial beings have found their way into books, films, and television, sparking curiosity and fueling debates among audiences worldwide. In the world of science fiction, for instance, the Anunnaki narrative has served as a rich source of inspiration. From tales of advanced extraterrestrial civilizations guiding human evolution to narratives of interstellar conflict and cosmic destiny, the themes present in the Anunnaki mythos find echoes in countless works of fiction. The motif of celestial beings descending to Earth to guide or manipulate humanity has become a staple in the genre, reflecting our collective fascination with the unknown and the possibility of life beyond our planet. In the realm of conspiracy theories, the Anunnaki hold a prominent place. The idea of a hidden history and suppressed knowledge resonates strongly with conspiracy theorists, who often question mainstream narratives and seek out alternative explanations. Tales of the Anunnaki are intertwined with theories about the Illuminati, ancient astronauts, and secret societies. They are often cited as evidence of a global cover-up, a grand conspiracy designed to keep humanity ignorant of its true origins and potential. The Anunnaki narrative also finds resonance in various underground movements and subcultures. It has been embraced by some strands of the New Age movement, which often draws upon ancient mythologies and esoteric traditions. The possibility of higher beings guiding human evolution, and the potential for humanity to awaken to its divinely engineered potential, aligns with many New Age beliefs about spiritual growth and cosmic consciousness. These varied manifestations of the Anunnaki narrative in our contemporary culture are testament to its enduring appeal. They reveal our deep-seated fascination with the mysteries of our origins, our place in the cosmos, and the potential for extraordinary knowledge hidden just beyond our reach. However, it's important to remember that these representations are interpretations, shaped by the cultural, social, and personal contexts in which they are created and consumed. They offer a lens through which we can explore the Anunnaki narrative, yet they do not define it. The Anunnaki, like any myth, remain a canvas upon which we project our hopes, fears, and questions about the universe and our place within it. We now delve into the realm of radical interpretations that stretch beyond mainstream thought. These theories often weave the Anunnaki narrative into a broader tapestry of ancient secrets, extraterrestrial interventions, and clandestine agendas. The ancient astronaut theory, for instance, proposes that extraterrestrial beings have been visiting Earth for thousands of years and have influenced the development of human civilization. Proponents of this theory often cite the Anunnaki as prime examples. They argue that the Anunnaki were not merely mythological figures, but real advanced beings from another planet who brought knowledge and technology to early humans. In this perspective, the tales of the Anunnaki descending from the heavens and creating humanity are seen not as metaphorical, but as literal historical accounts. Then there is the Anunnaki bloodline theory. This suggests that the Anunnaki interbred with humans, creating a hybrid bloodline that has been preserved and protected throughout history. This theory often intersects with conspiracy theories about the ruling elite. It posits that the bloodline of the Anunnaki survives today in certain powerful families who have retained their ancestral knowledge and influence to control world affairs. The lost civilization theory offers another radical perspective. It proposes that a highly advanced civilization existed in the ancient past, possessing knowledge and capabilities far beyond what mainstream history acknowledges. The Anunnaki are again at the center of this theory, identified as the founders or benefactors of this lost civilization. Whether Atlantis, Lemuria, or another unnamed society, these lost civilization theories propose that evidence of the Anunnaki's influence can be found in the unexplained architectural marvels and technological anomalies of antiquity. Lastly, the starseed theory, popular in some New Age circles, posits that individuals with a special connection to the Anunnaki exist today. These individuals, known as starseeds, are believed to have been reincarnated on Earth to fulfill a spiritual mission, often linked to awakening humanity to its true cosmic origins and potential. The Anunnaki are seen not just as historical figures, but also as ongoing spiritual guides and mentors. These radical theories, while not widely accepted by mainstream academia, offer a fascinating perspective on the Anunnaki narrative. They amplify the mystery and allure of the Anunnaki, inviting us to question our understanding of history, humanity, and the cosmos. Whether fact, fiction, or somewhere in between, these theories embody our enduring fascination with the Anunnaki and the tantalizing possibilities they represent. As we delve deeper into the shrouded enigma of the Anunnaki, we are left with a haunting multitude of questions that echo through the ages. What remains lost? Who is still hiding it? And how might our understanding of history change if the truth ever sees the light of day? The annals of the Anunnaki, if taken at face value, suggest the existence of knowledge and technologies far superior to what we possess today. If these ancient beings truly did harness the power of flight and possessed a profound understanding of the cosmos, what other marvels might they have known? Could there be remnants of this advanced civilization hidden away in the unexplored corners of our planet, waiting to be discovered? Or could such evidence be locked away in the hidden vaults of powerful institutions, concealed from the public eye? The bloodline theory adds a further layer of intrigue. If the Anunnaki did interbreed with humans, creating a hybrid lineage, are there individuals among us today who carry the genes of these celestial beings? If so, could they possess abilities or knowledge that sets them apart? Is there a clandestine cabal preserving this bloodline and manipulating world events from behind the scenes? And if this lineage were to be confirmed, what would it mean for our understanding of human evolution, genetics, and our place in the universe? The lost civilization theory and the starseed theory both hint at an obscured narrative of humanity's past and future. If there really were advanced societies in antiquity, nurtured by the Anunnaki, what caused their downfall? Might there be lessons to be learned from their fate? For the starseeds, is there a cosmic mission that needs fulfilling? Are there individuals among us destined to awaken humanity to its true potential? The answers to these questions, if they exist, could fundamentally reshape our understanding of human history and our place in the cosmos. They could challenge the very foundations of our knowledge, forcing us to reconsider what we think we know about our origins, our capabilities, and our destiny. Yet as we grapple with these questions, we must remember that the Anunnaki narrative, like all historical accounts, is subject to interpretation, debate, and doubt. It is a complex tapestry woven from threads of history, mythology, and speculation. As we navigate its intricate patterns, we must remain open to all possibilities, yet cautious of drawing definitive conclusions. The mystery of the Anunnaki, it seems, is as enduring as the stars they are believed to have descended from. As we continue to explore this enigma, one thing is clear: the Anunnaki narrative, in all its complexity and ambiguity, will continue to captivate our imagination, compelling us to question, to search, and to wonder. Thanks for listening. This has been Lost in Hidden History. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.